Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Simoneel. Today's video is all about the time I used to work at the farmer's market. Now, because of COVID, all of that came to an end, but I had been working at the farmer's market since 2017. And let me tell you something, if you are a business person, if you are an entrepreneur, the farmer's market is the place to begin, because I learned so much about business, about how to run a business, how to have like customer, interaction, and just customer service, and just everything through working at the farmer's market, right? And honestly, I live in a pretty, I don't want to say small, because it is a big city, but it's not a very well-known city. But the farmer's market culture here was not really that big until we had a woman named Jackie, and she came and pretty much built everything from the bottom up. And she really built this farmers market community culture, like a really fun place. Everybody would go on Sundays and just shop local, buy local, you know. We had local vendors and artists, you know, like a typical farmers market. So of course your girl was like, yes, I want to be a part of this, right? You guys, the first freaking day that I went to talk to Miss Jackie, right? I go in there to her little shop. Well, it's not a little shop, it's a really nice shop. It's a restaurant now, actually. But I go into her shop and I was like, I want to be part of the farmer's market. And then she was like, what are you gonna sell? And I was like, well, I do henna. And I already went with my hands done, right? And she quizzed me like, oh my gosh, oh, it was amazing. And so she was like, okay, well, you can be at the market if you can sell your henna to like every single person here. And I was like, what? Who are these people? Because they were just other vendors. Thankfully, it was a Wednesday like afternoon. There was not a lot of customers or anything, but there was a lot of vendors at the shop. So I went around to everyone trying to like impress them with my henna skills. I remember there were these yogurt guys, and they're Arab, and they're like, yeah, my mom would love that. And I'm like, yeah, see, I have customers already. And then Jackie was like, fine, you can come. It was really fun. But so it's just from that little experience, I was like, wow, like this is going to change me in some way, you know. But the most profound effect happened once I started working at the farmer's market. You see, I was doing henna, but I have done a lot of different things at the market. I've done tarot, I've done henna, I've sold my books, I've sold my like Zarina Beauty, like so many people that you get to know in your community because of the farmer's market, right? So the first day, no, it was not the first day. It was probably like the first like 2-3 months that I've been at the farmer's market, right? And Jackie, I am going to add, and this is a very important fact, is that she is a Scorpio, okay? Remember that, because that's going to be important later on. Okay, so so I go to the farmer's market, right? It's like my second month in or something. I'm really liking it. I enjoy it. The people are nice, you know. The girl that sits up next to me, she's sunshine. She does face painting. I do henna. Like, it's amazing, right? So I go in one of these Sundays and I forget to bring my chairs. Now, as a henna artist, I would need to have the chair, right? At least one, so I can like do the henna for the person and as they sit down. But I forgot the chairs. So I looked around, I asked other vendors, nobody had a chair. So I was like, you know what, let me go ask Jackie, like she runs the place. I'm sure she's gonna have 2 chairs somewhere lying around here, right? So I go up to Jackie and she's busy. Let me tell you something about this woman. You can never find her. You call her, good luck if she picks up. She's just a busy person, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to like look for Jackie. Finally, I like hunt her down. I run across the, no, I did not run. I'm being very dramatic right now. But I find Jackie and I'm like, hey Jackie, and she's like, what's up? She's like, no, I was like, hey, do you have chairs? She was like, why would I bring chairs to the market, right? And listen, you gotta catch up, because she like picked up her stuff and she was on her way, and I was like, wait, and like I catch up to her. I'm like, oh, because I forgot my chairs, so I was wondering if you had I was wondering if you had chairs. She was like, dude, we don't come here to sit, we come here to sell. We don't bring chairs at the farmer's market. And I was like, girl, what? Let me tell you something, people. I never ever brought a chair to the farmer's market again, because that changed my hustler mentality. That is also a big fat lie, because I had to bring chairs as a henna artist. But this little conversation, this little 5-minute conversation, 35-second conversation really impacted me, because I was like, whoa, she's right. If you come with the mentality that you're just here to sell, you're not gonna sit around. You're gonna be hustling. You're gonna be talking to people all the time. To be honest with you, I had a really hard time with that. That's actually why I took a car sales job in the first place, because I was like, listen, if I can sell a car, I could sell anything. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I took that job, was so I could learn how to sell and talk to people and all of that, right? Totally lied on the resume. I was like, yeah, I sell so well, you know, which honestly I did. But it just that initial, like, what's that word called? Like, that anxiety. It's not even anxiety, just that little like, oh, I go talk to a random person, you know? Dude, wiped it right out of me, you know what I mean? But that mentality that we don't bring chairs because we're not here to sit, we're here to sell, I have never forgotten that. And every time, like, I am about to sell, or I'm about to, like, you know, talk about my product or something like that, and even if I sit down, mentally I'm always standing, because that's what she taught me in this like 35-second conversation. Can you believe that? And this is what I want to extend to you, especially if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a businesswoman or a businessman, or wanting to open up your own business. Because let's be honest, quarantine gave us a lot of time, and that time gave us a lot of ideas. And now let's start building those ideas. Let's start manifesting them. Let's start creating them into like physical like things that you can touch. Like, I started with a book, you guys. If you look at my old videos, and I made this and I sold everything. All of these things I've sold at the farmer's market, you know? So that's amazing. But that mentality though, that lesson in business and ethics and just like hustler mentality, like, my God. And it's always stayed with me, you know? And I want to extend that to you. So next time you're selling something, you're doing something, you're making your dreams come true, or you're working towards them, do not bring something with you that is going to make your job easier. Do not bring a chair with you, sir, ma'am, whatever. Do not stand, because that's going to discipline you on a much, much more profound and deeper level. And I did not know that, because I had never done that before. But she had that experience, so she knew what she was saying. You know what I mean? Until this day, so thankful that I met her. And not only that, like, farmers market in general, like, I met the most amazing people, the most amazing like customers. Like, building a family and a community, like, that's where you begin. You don't have to go to like Africa or wherever, like, you know, start with your own community, start with your own people, you know, get to know them, serve them, get to know the people in your community, because people come all the time, you know, and we have regulars and we have like new people. But point is, go to your local farmers market, go do that business thing, that opportunity that you want to sell, or it is an opportunity to sell. That is exactly what it is. But you know what? At the end of the day, do not bring chairs. Do not bring chairs. If you're trying to sell, don't bring chairs. Formula, foolproof. You're welcome. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Zoop.